All right, welcome everybody, and we are live. And if everything is going right, we are live on Facebook and the YouTubes. So if you can hear me and see me, please type in a quick yes, because this way I see whether we are live or not. And today will be an exciting day, because today we will not only talk about what's happening in the markets and the stocks that I'm trading right now. No, we will also talk about the 5 habits of highly successful people, and we will look at some pot stocks, especially TLRY. So let's see. The YouTube says that it is sending data. So I might have to refresh it and make sure that you can see me on YouTube here as well. All right, and then we are getting started with a quick turning back on and see if we can go live on the YouTubes here as well, which doesn't seem to be as easy as I thought. Joseph, good to see you here. Connie, hey, how are you? And let's see if we can get a viewer on YouTube, or if you have to do this again. Hey, Nicole, good to see you. Thanks for saying hi. This way I know that we are on Facebook. And let me do the following. Let me just remove this really quick here and come back online. And yay, here we go. All right, sorry about this. I promise it will get smoother as we try to figure it out. Okay, I can shut this down. We should be good to go. I do see a few of you on Facebook. So this was here where I monitored whether we are live. Okay, let's get started, because as I said, today is Tuesday. What is today? April 23rd. And today we are going to talk about what's happening in the markets. We're going to talk about the stocks that I'm trading right now. We will talk about the 5 habits of highly successful people, and we will talk about pot stocks, because everybody is talking about pot stocks. Specifically, we will take a look at TLRY. Now, if this is your first time here, hi, I am Markus Heitkoetter. Nice to meet you. I show people how to generate an income by trading stocks and options, but not how you might think. You see, because people come to me and tell me they want to make enough money with trading that they can quit their job and spend more time with their families and travel a lot, like I do. And you see, and even though they have already saved some money, they tell me that they don't get enough returns to be able to quit their jobs anytime soon. And so they tell me that this makes them feel stuck and frustrated. Now, if this sounds familiar to you, you are not alone. Lots of people go through this, and here's what I tell them. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. The good news, trading can be simple, and I will prove it to you. But so let's take a look of what's happening in the markets here today. So this here is the Dow Jones. Let's actually see. Let me move this a little bit over so that I'm not in the way. So talking about the Dow Jones here, today, up, up, and away. So this is where we started this morning, went all the way up, and around lunchtime, this is when we peaked out, and now we were trading sideways going into the close. The S&P is just a few ticks away from actually making a new all-time high. Let's take a look at this right here. So S&P, as you can see, we are so close to making a new all-time high. I believe that we will make this tomorrow. Maybe even we did it this afternoon. I haven't been able to check it because I just walked in the door, but I wanted to make sure that I'm here with you live. So what are the stocks that were moving the markets today? Stocks that were really in the news. Let's take a look at this really quick. So the 2 stocks that I want to look at really quick is, first of all, Twitter. Twitter today up 16%, as you can see. So a huge jump up here. Better than expected earnings. You see, earnings came out today and it did move up. Now, the other stock that was in the move, and again, let's take a look at Twitter overall. I mean, Twitter, as you can see, has been hovering around the 30 to 34 level, and today finally managed to break out, going up to 40. Now, as you can see, PowerX Analyzer, if you look at the 3 indicators that I like to use here, which is the RSI, the stochastics, and the MACD, you see that we saw a nice signal that this stock will go up before it made the move. Let's take a look at another one. Hasbro, toys. It seems that right now everybody is buying toys again. Nope, not HA. Just want to HAS. Here we go, Hasbro. Today also reported better than expected earnings and up 14%. Now, how can you catch these moves? Now, first of all, you know that I personally do not like to trade these mainstream stocks. But if you are using PowerX Optimizer, you could take a look at Hasbro, and you see that Hasbro gave us an entry signal. Let me just move this over here. So it gave us an entry signal already at around $87. So if you got in at around $87 and now it jumped all the way up to $100.65, you would be a happy camper, right? But hey, you know me, I like to stay away from mainstream stocks because I do not like to trade stocks that react heavily to earnings, and these two do. I like to trade what I see, not what I think. So let me show you the stocks that I own right now, that I'm trading right now. So first of all, one of the stocks that I have, we have already talked about it, is RYAM. So RYAM here, I should have closed it this morning. And this morning I was at the DMV with my son Julius. That's a different story. By the way, if you would like to hear about this story, check out my personal podcast, which is called Markus Heitkoetter Up Close and Personal. You hear the story of what happened here this morning. So anyhow, I was really preoccupied and it worked out really well. So today, RYAM jumped 5.6%. Now, as you know, we talked about it in RYAM. I already took profits, couldn't lose, and right now it's moving nicely up. So the other stock that I have in my portfolio right now is SLCA. SLCA yesterday was nicely up. Today, a little bit down, but overall, as you can see, still in the green. So we will see what happens there. The indicators are telling us that we are still good to go. I entered here at $17.80. Right now, as you can see, up 20 cents, and I expect it to go up to $21.35. So the two new positions that I tried to enter here today, let's go over to the PowerX Analyzer, was NEO. So I like NEO as a short position here. So NEO, I tried to go short, but I wanted to sell at the open at $18.89, and the markets never came there. Now, you know me, I want that the markets are coming to me. So, for example, when I'm going short, I want to make sure that the markets are making new lows. And this is not what happened here at NEO. As you can see, we didn't crack the previous day's low here. The other stock that I like right now that I tried to enter was VSTO, and VSTO is a buy signal here. So here I'm expecting the market to go up. If I had traded VSTO over the past year, would have made 84%. So that meets my criteria with a profit factor of 6.9 and a winning percentage of 50%. But also here, when I'm going long, I want to see that we are taking out the previous day's high. This is why it says buy to open at $8.79, and it didn't happen. So I want the market to come to me, and this is why I'm using PowerX Optimizer to find my stocks, calculate my entries, and also my exits. Now, I want to move on, and if you are interested in learning more about the way how I personally trade, go to mytradingroutine.com. I want to show this to you really quick. So when you go to this website, and if somebody could type it in the comments here, I would appreciate it. Mytradingroutine.com. So I set up a little website for you that shows you how I trade step by step. It's a 35-minute video that you can play. This way you see exactly how I find the best stocks to trade, when I enter, the 3 indicators that I use, how I limit my risk, and when to take profits. And again, if you're interested, please go to mytradingroutine.com, and if you could type it in the comments here, this would be fantastic. So, in a moment, we're going to talk about the 5 habits of highly successful people, and we will talk about pot stocks, especially TLRY, because everybody is talking about TLRY. So is it worth buying TLRY? Is this a good buy or not? We'll talk about this. But let me know you, thus far, is this helpful? Are you enjoying the show? If so, please type in a comment, because I can't see if you like it. But you know what? You can do both. You can type in a comment and say, yes, you're liking it. And this way I see whether you're here. So I see, for example, Matt is here. Eileen is here. So good to see you. Jorge is here. Great. Zina, Navid, so good to see you. Rika, and many, many more. But if you can type in a comment, I see that you're here, and this would be fantastic. Now, so in a moment, we're going to talk about the pot stocks, but right now, let's talk about something else. So let's talk about the 5 habits of highly successful people. What are highly successful people doing? I interviewed a few, and of course, as you know, I am also a multi-millionaire. So there are a few things that I do that I've learned from other people that I want to share with you right now. So here are the 5 things that highly successful people do. Number 1, they like to learn. So, and again, let me be very transparent. I'm not saying that you need to be a multimillionaire to be successful. You can be successful in different ways. Success is defined differently for everybody. But one thing successful people have in common, they love to learn. And you love to learn because you are here watching this video. I mean, you could be goofing off on YouTube or on the Facebooks, but you decided to be here and learn something about becoming a better person, becoming a better trader, becoming more successful. I personally do not have cable TV. I cut it many years ago, and I'm curious, do you have still cable TV? Because what I realized for myself that I plopped in front of the TV and watched way too many commercials, because think about it. If you have a 1-hour show, 45 minutes is the actual show and 15 minutes are commercials. So I cut the cable, and I like to read and watch educational videos and also motivational videos. So number 1, this is what all successful people have in common. They like to learn because they know there's always an area where they can get better. So habit number 2 of highly successful people. Highly successful people know that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So be very careful when you choose your surroundings. And you might have noticed it, that throughout your life, that you are becoming what the 5 people that you spend most time with are. In terms of income, in terms of habits, because you're picking up these habits. So this is why I choose with whom I hang out very carefully. Now, it might mean that maybe some of your friends you're not seeing as often, but think about it. It is important that you surround yourself with positive people, right? With people who want you to be successful. Think about it this way. When you're being criticized, who's criticizing you? A person who is more successful than you, or a person who is less successful than you? Typically, you are being criticized by less successful people, right? And this is, the kind of people who always say, oh, you know what? Don't even try to do this. Don't even try to learn how to trade. You will lose your money. Have you ever heard this? Well, this is where stay away from these people. Be surrounded by people who support you, who support your dreams, who support your ambitions. All right. Success habit number 3. It's not about the goal. It is about becoming the person who can accomplish the goal. And we talked about this several times. It is about the mindset. So if you want to make more money, if you want to become a multimillionaire, think about it this way. If you think like a millionaire and you act like a millionaire, what will eventually happen? You will become a millionaire. Let me give you another example. For me, one of my goals is to be a great dad. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know this. The two big things that are driving me, the two things that I want to have written on my tombstone is that I was a great dad and I was a great teacher who impacted the lives of millions of people. This is what I want to have written on my tombstone. So if you want to be a great dad or a great mom, and you think like a great mom and you act like a great mom, you will be a great mom, right? So keep this in mind. It's not about the goal. Write down what type of person do you need to become to accomplish the goal. All right, number 4, because I want to get going here. Number 4, get a mentor so that you can get growing. Getting a mentor is so important. This is one of the things that I learned in my life. If I want to acquire a new skill, I'm not asking myself, how do I acquire the skill? Because that is the wrong question. I'm asking myself, who already knows what I want to know and who can show me the shortcuts? So as you know, right now, one of my goals is to be more present on social media, on do more engaging videos, on being a better teacher, on being just more motivating for you. So this is why I'm not right now searching on YouTube on how to be better on social media. No, I talk to somebody who is great at this. And this is what all successful people do. They get a mentor, because if you try to figure it out yourself, most probably you will spend more time trying to figure it out. You might get it wrong, and therefore eventually it will cost you more money if you're trying to figure it out yourself. So number 4, get a mentor so that you can keep growing. All right, success habit number 5. 2 or 3 income sources are better than 1. I personally have multiple sources of income. As you know, I do trade stocks, options, and when I have time, I also day trade futures. This is one of my sources of income. Another source of income for me is real estate. I am invested in real estate. I do have several apartment complexes that are producing an income. So I have 2 sources of income. Oh, you also know that I have an educational business called Rockwell Trading. Right now, Rockwell Trading is not contributing to my income a whole lot. It's the other way around. I'm investing in the business because I believe in my mission. I believe that this company has great products like the PowerX Optimizer, as you know, and what I'm teaching you here, and that I can make a great impact. But 2 or 3 income sources are better than 1. So you want to make sure that you have more than 1. So let me ask you right now, how many of these income sources do you have? Do you have 2 or 3? All right. So let me just summarize the 5 habits of highly successful people. Number 1, like to learn. Number 2, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend most time with. Number 3, it's not about the goal, it's about becoming the type of person who can accomplish the goal. Number 4, get a mentor so that you can keep growing. And number 5, 2 income sources or 3 are better than 1. So let me know in the comments how many of these success habits are you already doing, and also let me know which of these 5 is your favorite habit and which of the ones you want to work on next. All right, and always make sure, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you hit subscribe and also the little bell that you get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you're watching it on Facebook, please give me a like or a thumbs up and leave a comment whether this makes sense to you or not. All right, so now let's talk about trading. Let's talk about something else. You see, everybody these days is talking about pot stocks, cannabis stocks, right? And one of the most popular ones is a company called TLRY. So is TLRY a good stock to buy right now? And that's what we're going to talk about right now. So first of all, let's talk about cannabis stocks and pot stocks. Right now it is April 2019 and pot stocks are the flavor of the year. It is really interesting when you look into the trading world, there's always a flavor of the year, right? If you think about it, in 2017, end of 2017, it was Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, right? So almost a year ago, a year and a half ago, everybody was crazy about cryptocurrencies. Now, before that, what were people excited about? Biotech, right? I mean, everybody got excited about biotech. 3D printing was another flavor of the year. So there's always a flavor of the year. And right now, it is pot stocks, cannabis stocks. Now, one of the most popular ones is TLRY. And I want to jump over to the chart because I want to talk about, is TLRY a good buy right now? So let's take a look at the chart here right now. As you can see, TLRY started trading in August 2018. So it hasn't been that long. And it started trading right here at around $26. Now, TLRY got very popular. The symbol is TLRY because it moved from $20 to $100, $200. So what is this? Like 1,000% from $20 to $200. But what goes up must come down. And this is what you see now. After it spiked up, it looked very similar like Bitcoin. Let's take a look at this, by the way, before we go back to this. So Bitcoin here, very similar, doesn't it look like TLRY? Went all the way up and then it crashed down. So let's go back to TLRY because this is what this video is all about, talking about pot stocks. Now, the way how I analyze stocks, it's in a very objective way. I don't care what everybody talks about these stocks. What I do is I look at three indicators. The three indicators that I'm looking at is the RSI that you see right here. Let me just change this to an arrow. I look at the stochastics, which is the orange indicator, and I'm looking at the MACD. And here's what I want to see. When a stock is going up, you will see that the RSI is above 50, that also stochastics is above 50, and that the MACD, which is the purple line, is above the orange line. So what do you see right now as I'm analyzing TLRY here right now? Right now you see that the RSI is below 50, the stochastics is below 50, and you also see that right here, the MACD is below its moving average. The purple line is below the orange line. It's a bit difficult to see, but if you zoom in, you will see this. And this means that right now, if all three indicators are saying it's more likely to go down. So, but let's take a look at it. Let's zoom in here a little bit and let's see of when did the indicators warn us and tell us for the first time that now TLRY is more likely to go down. And you see it right here. I want to bring the crosshairs up again so that you can see that. So right here at around $71, this is when you see that now the RSI is below 50. You see that the stochastics is below 50 and the purple line is below the orange line. So let's take a look at this. If you would have sold it right there at around $71, and right now it is down to $50 where we are right now, $50.26. So here you go. That is a 27% move. Now, you can absolutely, let me get rid of this, you can bet on a falling market. And right now, if you're looking at TLRY, it is definitely one of the stocks that right now rather seems to go down. So when all three indicators are telling you that a stock is more likely to go up, you want to be a buyer. If one of the indicators, and this is also very easy to see here, let me switch back to the chart. So after the meteoric rise here of TLRY, you very quickly see that the indicators are already telling you, oh my gosh, it is time to sell. This stock is more likely to go down. And that's what I'm looking for. By the way, if you would like to learn more of how exactly I do this, please go to mytradingroutine.com. I have a 35-minute video for you there that shows you exactly the settings of these 3 indicators that I use and how I use them to make my trading decisions. So TLRY right now is definitely not a buy for me. So you could look at some other pot stocks and see if they are more likely to go up. Another popular one, just to very briefly look at this, it's called weed. Or ACB. Let's take a look at ACB first. I think it's the second biggest one, Aurora Cannabis Inc. Now here you see, on the other hand, that this stock right now looks as if it could continue to go up. You see that the RSI is above 50, the MACD is, the stochastics is above 50, and the MACD is about to go above. As soon as it does, on the first day, this is when I would rather be a buyer. Now, you know me, I personally do not like to trade these mainstream stocks because I like to find stocks that are under the radar that not everybody is talking about, because I want to avoid that I'm entering a stock that has a similar fate here as TLRY, shooting up like crazy and then crashing down. And again, if you're interested in how exactly I'm going to do this, or how exactly every day I'm picking the stocks that I want to trade, please go to mytradingroutine.com, and this is where you find all the info and also more about the software that I use to analyze these stocks. Okay, so just to wrap it up, is TLRY a buy? For me, right now, not. It is more likely to go down. I hope you find this helpful, and I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Please make sure that you subscribe to YouTube and hit the little bell so that you're getting notified whenever I publish a new video. And if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure that you hit a like and leave a comment. Let me know if you found this helpful here. And in Facebook, you will see under notifications that you can say, see these videos first. Because this way you won't miss any of the videos that I'm posting for you, because I enjoy making it for you. Also, if you know anybody who might find these videos helpful, please feel free to share it. Now, for those of you who are here live, I love it, and I want to take a few minutes here and look at the comments that we have here, because I want to see if there's any questions that I can answer to you live right now. And if you leave a comment, absolutely, I will get back to you. I mean, yesterday after the show, I spent another 30 minutes answering questions here. All right, so it's so good to see you. Joseph, Connie, Nicole, Charles, Zena, Naveed, Rika. Oh my gosh. Okay, hey Matt, good to see you. Aline, and all right, Javan from Detroit, Michigan. Good, Danny, good to see you. All right, Rika says, never watch TV. I mean, yeah, honestly, I don't. I gave up. Don't get me wrong, I still love watching a show, but I select them, and this is why we have Netflix and Amazon Prime, right? So that you can watch a show whenever you want. I also enjoy watching a movie, but I'm doing it consciously. And you see, this is what I noticed. Too many people are using TV just to take their mind off, to calm their minds, right? Too many people are stuck in a dead-end job, and then they are going home and just to forget about their boss who never works and is just so demanding, and I don't know, the creepy person from HR and the weird coworker, right? The awkward coworker. In order to forget all this and being stuck in traffic, they turn on the TV and just mindlessly flip from channel to channel. And I know that you're different. This is why I love hanging out here with you. All right, Joseph says, have you ever tried using a demo account at Interactive Brokers? Is it worth doing it before real trading? Joseph, based on my experience, no. The Interactive Brokers demo account is really just a demo of the platform. It is not a good simulator. If you would like to have a great simulator, I recommend Thinkorswim's Paper Trade. And by the way, if you go to my YouTube channel and look for simulator, so just go to my YouTube channel and look for simulator Markus or simulator Heitkoetter, you will find a video where I compare the best simulators and also show you where you can get a simulator for free. But Joseph, just to answer your question very briefly, I think that there's better simulators for paper trading than the interactive brokers demo. All right, fantastic, guys. So glad that you were here. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of the day, and make sure to tune in tomorrow when I'll be live again with more exciting topics. Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you very soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Hit the like button right now. Let's see how many likes we can get. Keep hitting it. You're doing good. Okay, talk to you soon.